Hi guys, I go to a road trip from Dubai to Muscat, Oman in my 13 years old Range Rover, and it is about 450 kilometers one way, and I hope to come back. It's summer now, more than 45 degrees, so we can call it a reliability test also. And of course I will tell you during this trip why I love this car. I bought this Range Rover several months ago for less than $7,500, and at that time it was the cheapest 2010 car on the market, so the cheapest latest facelift of the third generation. It has a 5-liter gasoline V8 engine without the compressor, so it produces 375 horsepower. And what I really like about this car acceleration, that it accelerates more like a plane, not like a car. What I mean is that it doesn't accelerate really good and really fast from 0 to 60, like for example German saloon cars, even Volkswagen with turbocharged engine. However, if you go on a highway, for example 100 kilometers per hour, like I'm doing now, then you have this very good, very interesting power, this strong and very straight one, and you don't have any problems with overtaking. Yes. And that power with the good off-road abilities makes this car, I would say, ideal for long trips. Of course, if we don't count petrol consumption. But here in Dubai, 1 liter costs only 80 cents, so I can manage it. That is the average fuel consumption of the car driving a highway. What I was thinking of is one more advantage of this Range Rover. There are two very popular models of off-roaders here in Middle East. It is Nissan Patrol and Toyota Land Cruiser. And what I want to say is that 13 years old car would be almost 2 times more expensive than the Range Rover. You probably would say these cars are extremely reliable. Yes, that's true, but I don't think that they're 2 times more reliable. With this car bought from the bottom of the market and with the mileage about 170,000 kilometers, there are no problems. I just spent some money on the major maintenance with changing spark plugs, and everything goes well. And of course it is much more comfortable on the road. Maybe off-roading is subject to discuss, but if we talk about going on the highways, here you have an adaptive cruise control, and it is almost impossible to find it in Japanese cars from 2010. And here it is in almost basic completation. So I really love this car. I think it's a great time to slow down a little bit and try this car out of the roads. Of course, I'm not going to a hard off-roading because I care about my car and don't want to stress it a lot, but it would be nice at least to enjoy nature and the car. This part of the video is filmed after I came back from this trip, more than 1100 kilometers in extreme heat. On my way back there was a really heavy rain and it was not the right time to feel while driving.
Не снимай. Снимаю, снимаю. В мусорку. Слушай,
Сейчас я рад, что мы на твоем
вот видишь.
What can I end up with? There was no problem at all with the car in any weather or road conditions. Going back to the main question of the video, why I love my Range Rover. Because it is quite reliable car that is extremely cheap compared to everything you can find on off-road market. Also, this car is very comfortable and very fun to drive in almost all road conditions. The only exceptions could be autobahns without any speed limits, because comfortable speed going highways on this car is about 130-140 km per hour. If you go faster, you have to concentrate on the road and on controlling the car too much. And as it is a big off-roader, it is not so comfortable in handling and going through the corners. So if you are going to drive on special European roads with a lot of corners and great views, maybe it's better to find some small SUV or just a road car. To be honest, I'm not very excited of the idea of combining two things in the car, just a road car and off-roader, because usually SUVs are not so good at the road like the normal cars. Even if we have as an example BMW X5 or Porsche Cayenne, they wouldn't be so exciting like Porsche Panamera, for example, or BMW 5 Series. And talking about off-road abilities, of course, you need a special car for going to serious off-roads like Land Rovers, like Land Cruisers, and all this. So I believe that the best way to find a good car is when you have one task. Nowadays, every time I go out somewhere, I have two options: to drive this Range Rover or to drive 2015 BMW 5 Series F10 generation. Of course, BMW is more comfortable and easy car to drive on roads and in the city center, and it feels much more modern than this Range Rover. However, every time I have a very good mood in the morning, I choose this one, and that is what I love it for.